In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to install Photoshop CS Actions into Photoshop Elements 8. Now, this was possible in previous versions of Photoshop Elements, but it was rather convoluted and a little bit complex. Now, an action basically enables you to apply different commands to an image in one click of the button rather than duplicating layers, applying effects. You have all of those commands saved down into an action which can then just be run and applied to the image. Now, actions are created in Photoshop CS, but as long as those commands are available within Photoshop Elements, then you can run actions created in CS in Photoshop Elements. So what we have to do first of all is just close down Photoshop Elements in order to install the action. So just close down your copy of Photoshop Elements 8. Then the first thing we have to do is take our action, and we have our time-lapse style action, which you'll find on this month's CD, and we're just going to copy that. So if we right click on the action and just select copy, then double click onto your My Computer icon, and you should see all of your drives and CD drives listed. If you're on Windows Vista or Windows 7, the file structure will be very similar, and there are extra details on the CD of where to install those on Windows Vista and similarly on Windows 7. So the first thing you need to do is to locate your Photoshop Elements 8 Actions folder. So first of all, just double click on your local disk, that's normally C. Then we need to go down to Documents and Settings and just double click. Then click on All Users. Now at this point you might see that some of those folders are slightly greyed out. If you don't have a folder there called Application Data, just go up to Tools and Folder Options, go over to View, and then if you just scroll down the list and where it says Files and Folders, you see another folder called Hidden Files and Folders, and just make sure that you've got Show Hidden Files and Folders selected. Click Apply, and then OK, and you should suddenly see those greyed out folders appear. Once it's there, just double click the Application Data, double click Adobe, find the Photoshop Elements folder and double click. Then you'll see a list of all the versions of Photoshop Elements you have. As you see, we've got 4 versions here. We want to click on the latest, which is Photoshop Elements 8. Then double click on Local, ENUS, Workflow Panels, and then finally you'll come across your Actions folder. So just double click that to enter. And here we see our 4 actions which are default to Photoshop Elements 8. And if there are other actions you want to install, you just do that in exactly the same way. So now we just right click and go paste, and that'll paste in our time-lapse style action that we copied earlier on. And now all we need to do is just close down that folder. And once we close that down, what we do is we just open up Photoshop Elements 8. So now that we're back into Photoshop Elements 8, we need to open up our file. So if we go up to File and Open, and we'll just open up one of our images. Then at the moment we're in Edit Full. If you go over to the orange tab, click on the small arrow and just select Edit Guided. After a few seconds the screen will change and you'll have Preview in the middle, and over on the right hand side you'll have a whole series of sort of preset guided edits. And if you just scroll right down, you'll suddenly see this Automated Actions and Actions Player. If you click Action Player, that'll bring up the Action Player window. So under 1, select the action set you wish to use. Just select Time Lapse, and that's the action that we've just installed. Select the action you want to run, and it's TL style, and you'll just see that there. Now if I click Play Action, click Close, save that file down, and that's applied that styling to the action without having to duplicate the layers and use the filter effects. So as you see, actions really can save a lot of time when you've got quite a repetitive task to do, or there's a style that you like to apply to your images quite often. Okay, so that's how to install an action into Photoshop Elements 8.